everybody. It's Home is Where My Dog Is. I am one of your co-hosts, Mark.
I'm the other co-host, Alex, and it's so good to be back. I know we're always here, but this is really fun.
It has been so long since we filmed one of these, and it's one of those things where every week we're like, we need to film, and we haven't been filming. And it's like, no, we need to make the time just because, like, one, I need to chronicle all the craziness.
So
like
much.
I have a library of stuff that has happened with this dog that, like, I'm ready to unload.
Fair enough.
I'm ready to just get it off the shelf.
I mean, we've also done a lot in the last few months, let alone this last year, in terms of like changes for the dogs. Terry is so much better now since, fucking drum roll, I've moved. Have you? Yeah, we got to get into that story too.
I can't wait to tell you.
But like, I warn you on these things. I'm like, hey, he's sensitive. Don't push it.
No clue.
And I can't wait to. Anyway, yeah, we'll talk about all of that. But more importantly, like, big news. Yeah, we are now officially neighbors, and so there's even less excuse to make sure we're getting these episodes out. So for those of you who have stuck around, for those of you who do listen, thank you so much. We are going to become far more consistent.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, we've got a lot in the can. We're ready to get these episodes out, but more importantly, we're ready for you to get to like this moment where we are catching up. You're with us now with dogs now. It is now summer. We had our first pool day together. We've had a lot in the last few months.
That was a lot of fun.
But the big thing, I've moved and now Noodle has a permanent neighbor.
Yes. And you know what's crazy is when Sheena and I were looking to get a dog and we were talking about it, we were like, we don't have that safety net that other people do. Like, oh, I left a dog with my mom. Like, no, my mom's in New York. Like, people don't have that. Or like, my neighbors have all been like super nice. Like, the guy above me has been like, hey, he's been like singing in the morning. Does he need company? And like twice I've been like, yeah, here's the code to get in my house if you want company. Like, he'd love to look at everything from your balcony because it's even higher.
Yeah. How funny.
Since you've moved in, there's a new management company with the building, and this new manager, she will be like, hey, your dog seems super stressed. I'm like, is it because of the construction going on?
Oh man, which is a whole other like world of dog ownership, because I forget.
Or is the lady in 203 knocking on our window because she wants to pet our dog and thinks he's really cute?
Hence the Ring cameras I had to buy. And now I've got these cute pictures of Terry though, which we have to talk about. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
Because he like, okay, so one camera's positioned in a certain way low enough to the ground where Terry, his nose comes in, triggers the sensor. And so now I have a collection of videos of just Terry sniffing the window. It's kind of fun.
So you certainly have Noodle photos then.
Oh yeah, no, I've got some Noodle footage.
Because he loves to come up to your door and be like, where's Terry?
Yeah.
So I was looking at like our last episode. It might be our second to last episode. We had just introduced the dogs to each other.
No way.
The second to last episode we filmed, we had just done a walk up the street. We had introduced the dogs. We were like, hey, they didn't like each other, but they didn't hate each other. And then we had just done the walk on Fryman where like your dog was barking at that one.
Yeah.
And I think you had Jet and Thurston.
Oh, yeah, which we have to talk about.
And then Noodle came up and was like, hey, you need to back off Terry. And now like, has a lot changed with their demeanor? I still think they treat each other the same, but like Noodle always wants to see Terry.
I want to like take a quick segue and be like, here are some of the things that being neighbors has brought us in terms of like Noodle and Terryisms immediately. Terry knows when Noodle goes on a walk. Terry is aware of Noodle and when he is leaving your apartment. Terry's also aware when Noodle's in distress.
Okay.
So going into the singing and stuff and
quote
like
unquote distress.
Yeah, I'm distressed because Noodle's like, I need help. He's lying.
Yeah, my dog is a big fat furry liar.
But he's calling for help. And I think the other part to all that too is the the balcony stare down because I'm on a lower level than where Noodle comes out from home. So he gets to look down at Terry, and Terry gets to look up through the glass of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are we coming out or not? And or he's making fun of him, which I'm convinced.
You've sent me like a lot of great photos of like I made the mistake of speaking
Oh yeah.
on the street, and then Noodle will come and give you like bat dog look.
Oh, those are so good. By the way, did you find that treat in your balcony today, or did Noodle?
I'm unaware.
Oh, hilarious. I throw treats up to your balcony
Hilarious.
when the window's
Great.
open. Yeah.
The screen door's been closed all day. So I'm sure
not earlier. Not earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, these are some of the many things that we get to kind of do now as dog neighbors.
Yeah.
And I've had them before. But like in my previous place, Pumpkin, just a big dog, lots of energy. Terry's not ready for that. And then Buddy was just an older dog. He liked Terry, but Terry's like, you're not doing anything, you know. But Noodle's different because we'll get a different energy every time, or we'll get like steamroller Noodle, we'll get yappy Noodle, we'll get I'm kind of tired and I need to go home Noodle, we'll get ignore Terry Noodle.
Yeah. So if we were to talk about our dog's relationship, I would say Noodle acts like he's a big brother to Terry, in that like he's like, I don't care about you, and Noodle will go about his business.
Yeah.
Unless Terry is peeing.
Which is fascinating because, and these are longer stories too, but when I noticed Noodle with all the small dogs, right, there was a hierarchy. You know, it was Thurston, Noodle, Terry, Jet. Right. And then now on these walks, it's like who pees first and I must check it out.
Yeah. Well, Noodle is a connoisseur of piss.
Hilarious.
Like he will go up to the wall or the corner and go and be like delightful and then pee on it.
And you know, there's a shout out.
Or he'll test, or the pee grenade, he will test it and then he'll be like, all right, and then rip that leaf off and then pee.
A story for later, the high level peas and figuring out whose peas are whose.
Sure.
We have a high level pea situation where we've learned that Noodle's height is an indicator of when he's been in the area. Because I'm convinced Terry knows it's Noodle. Like, I think Terry knows it's Noodle. And then when I look at it, I'm like,
it's Noodle.
That's about 5 inches off the ground.
Yeah. And your dog's a good 4 inches. Well, so going back to like how nice it is to have you live in the building, like it has been fantastic if like I'm out in the field or something and you'd be like, hey, like Noodle seems to be stressing out. Like I can hear him, like he'll go and hang out with you. And you don't know how much I appreciate it. And then you send me these photos where he is like on the couch. He is upside down.
Different dog.
He is in like heaven. And meanwhile, like your dog is looking at him like, why is he in my spot?
Well, Noodle takes up space.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like I think the freedom he gets of our home, because our home is built for little people. Well, you know, everything's lower to the ground. And
what's funny is I have carpet, you have hardwood,
right? And
so I think he really enjoys the hardwood.
Well, he does like when it's hotter, right? And he's hanging out with me and starting to heat up throughout the day. He'll find the various cool spots on the ground.
Yeah,
we have a lot more of them.
Oh yeah.
But of the things that I've learned when Terry's at your place, he loves that grip of the carpet. That guy picks up 5 miles easy. He's like, just whoom.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, no, the meme really does come through. What's funny is like, as much as Terry looks out into we have a small patio. He doesn't really mess with that area too much. He likes being out there, but he loves looking out the window. And I've learned that is not the same as Noodle looking out the balcony. Terry is annoyed by people in the patio.
Oh, Noodle doesn't bark at anybody on the street. He doesn't. He will just look at something. Like when he hears dogs barking, he will go out and he'll look and just be like,
Cool.
trash,
Hilarious.
and then come back in.
On the P note though, you know, I don't want to close on a P note, but I do think there is something, and hopefully people watching will help us out a little. I think there's something to like what the concrete absorbs. And like, I feel like with the amount of dogs, which I can't wait to get into that. Now that I have a Ring camera, I've seen what my neighbors do with their dogs, and it's a whole thing that we have to get into. But
Oh boy.
I think there is something with like the concrete, and you call them P-males, and I always fucking laugh. But there is a P-male system between the neighborhood dogs that we mess with, that we
Yeah.
like, our dogs, and the dogs we don't.
Yeah. I know that Noodle is territorial with his pee.
Mm-hmm.
Noodle's not, well, I'm not going to say he's not territorial, because when Terry comes over, Terry likes to rub and scent on a very certain part of the carpet, and Noodle gets upset. And he's like, hey, this is my crib. You don't get to do that here. Meanwhile, my dog will go, and he has not peed in our house in, I don't think he has this year.
That's amazing.
But he will go to your house, and you're
And
like,
he's
hey,
peed,
every
like,
time
5 times in the last month.
And I'm like,
And
and I'm wondering if he smells something from Terry or Jet or Thurston that you might not have known, and he's just trying to like cover it up, because like Noodle is territorial. Like if he sees a dog on our street pee up the hill, he immediately wants to run to it and pee over it.
We have to go. Hey,
Yeah.
hey. That's hilarious. But yeah, hopefully, you know, more stories to come. I think there's a lot in just this one little episode already I forgot about. I mean, we have to talk about Terry rolling and the submissive peeing and how where it's gotten.
And then I love taking Terry for a little walk. We had an episode.
And it's so funny. I feel like Noodle is usually on his best behavior, but I am more on defense when I'm alone with him. It's crazy because it's like at some point he's going to do something, and I just don't know what.
And that's what I've had to teach my wife is I'm like, well, if you're going to leave it on, well, she did something last night, and we can end on this, where we made food. We like sauteed some beef and stuff like that, and we've got one of those like Simplehuman garbage cans. I know, ballers.
I like it. No touching, huh?
She left that thing up. And so we were in the other room, and I was like, it's quiet. And he's in the kitchen, and he doesn't usually like being in the kitchen because it's too slippery for his paws. And so I was like, something's going on. And he had taken like the beef package out.
Love.
He had taken out like this thing of rice. He was just kind of going through. And I was like, what are you doing? You got to close the lid. Like if you leave it on the floor, it's going to get eaten. And she came home from a trip. She had the suitcase. She left it open. I was like, if you leave that suitcase open, he'll be like, hey, there's some weird smells here. I might pee on it. Because I remember like maybe a year ago, I left my backpack. And my backpack, I always have my bag in. I have my laptop, all that stuff. I put the bag on the ground like I used to do before dog. And he peed on it. And it's not like, oh, you just put that in the washer. No, I had to go get it dry cleaned.
That's horrible.
And so like I've learned like the bag never touches the ground. Like when we're here, the bag is on the booth, on the chair, on the couch. Because I'm like, he's not peeing on the backpack.
Man, that reminded me when Terry was a pup, he peed on my gym bag, and now we have a thing where we put our gym bags because he can't have you. He can still get up anyway. He's gonna pee on it. Yeah, that's the conclusion. Yeah, crazy.
But yes, I understand that you're on defense because you're like, what is this taller dog gonna be able to get at? Like he can look into your trash can.
Oh yeah,
or he can be like, oh hey, Terry didn't finish his food this morning.
I was just going to say, a dog can devour food, but that's just because he's a big dog. And I think that's the thing. But as big as they are and as small as Terry can be, I will love to tag on our last episode. I will still love bomb both of them equally. One more than the other, but equally.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, it's good to be back. I'm looking forward to our next episode.
Quickie to finish it.
I'm always down for a quickie.
What did your dog eat off the street this week?
The list continues.
This week in street
I know.
eats.
The thing is, you bring it up, but people don't know yet. There is a mythical spot we have to talk about. It is called the Ivy Bush of Food. It's up the street from here. However, Terry has not been eating off the street, but he has been peeing on only the small patches of weed grass, which I find very funny. He's single-handedly growing the small patches of grass around the neighborhood between the cracks. I'm into it.
The quick one this week is we went for a run and we were a block away from a pizza place, and he got a whole spicy spring square, the corner piece.
It's a good piece
of some Prince Street pizza.
That's just down the street, y'all.
He had it like all of a sudden he came out of the bush, and it was just a smile of crust, and he was like,
"You want to see how I got this crust?"
And he was panicked in his eyes because he was like, "Oh man, he's gonna see me with this. How am I gonna get away with it?" And I didn't even grab him. I just kind of stopped him and I was like, "Drop it!"
Hilarious.
And he just went, and the whole slice came out. And I was like, "How did you get that much pizza in your mouth?" But not only that, he started walking, and I started hearing like a, and I saw, and he had a piece of crust that he had gotten in his mouth before the slice. So
that first quick chomp, yeah.
And yeah, so he had he got a hold of some. I gave into the crust. But the pizza, I was like, no. But yeah, that was what he got off the street this week.
That's good. It's not that bad. We've had worse.
Sure.
Hilarious. All right, y'all. If it's not this thing, hopefully something else we're doing and producing at this time is of your flavor, of your ilk. But thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. It's been home is where my dog is.
Yeah, and they are not at the studio right now.
No, they're both at home.
Yeah.
All
Nice.
right. Bye.